Hi, today is Wednesday, January 29th, 2025. So today is the first night of the new lunar year for the snake year. So it means a lot of things to me. I am happy that I still survived. I still live. I'm just happy that I am. And also, I send my love and forgiveness to everybody, every entity in the world, in the universe. I wish happy moments, happiness, forgiveness, compassion for you. And to do that, we need to meditate, right? We need to get over dukkha, the stupidness. So I'm going to read this article because I read just the part 4 about 2 hours ago, but I am interested in reading the entire context for the day. This article is from wisdomlibrary.org or wisdomlib.org. Vipassana Meditation, Lectures on Insight Meditation by Chan Mayai Sayadaw, and it contains 22,442 words. Vipassana Meditation, English Lectures on Insight Meditation by Venerable Chenmayai Sayadaw U Janaka Hivamsa, Part 1, Moral Conduct. Purification of moral conduct is a prerequisite for a meditator to achieve progress in his practice. Only then will he be free from a guilty conscience and be detached and able to concentrate easily. Okay. In a meditation retreat, the meditators are required to observe the 8 precepts. 1. I undertake the precept to abstain from killing. 2. I undertake the precept to abstain from taking things not given. 3. I undertake the precept to abstain from incelibacy. Incelibacy, right? Celibacy means celibate, single. Incelibacy means you have sex with your partner, right? 4. I undertake the precept to abstain from false speech. 5. I undertake the precept to abstain from taking distilled and fermented liquors and intoxicants. 6. I undertake the precept to abstain from taking food at an improper time. 7. I undertake the precept to abstain from dancing, singing, music, and unseemly shows, from the use of garlands, perfumes, and unguents, and from things that tend to beautify and adorn the person, right? Unguents, ointment, right? Unguents. I think unguents are ointments, like a skin lotion, right? 8. I undertake the precept to abstain from using high and luxurious seats and beds. Interesting. Let me stop here and look for the word. Let's just look up the word unguents. I remember the word many long time ago, but it's been a while. Unguent, right? Unguent. Ointment, right? Paste. Unguent, ointment, salve. Unguent is a soothing preparation spread on wounds, burns, rashes, abrasions, or other topical injuries, that is, damage to the skin. It is similar to an ointment, though typically an unguent is oilier and less viscous. Right, unguent. It is usually delivered as a semi-solid paste spread on the skin, and it is often oily in order to suspend the medication or other active ingredients. During the Victorian era, the use of the unguent macassar oil on the hair became so popular that antimacassars were invented to prevent damage to furniture. Unguent. Interesting. So no unguents, no luxurious seats and beds, no purification, no food at an improper time, no intoxicants, no false speech or lie. Also, incelibacy is looked down, and also don't steal, right? Take things not given, and abstain from killing. Don't kill spiders. Don't kill snakes or ants. So it was interesting. I'll just go to the next part 2. Part 2, the meaning of vipassana. If a yogi does not understand the purpose of vipassana medication, right? Instead of meditation, he will not try to discover something by his noting of mental and physical processes. Vipassana is a compound of two words, vi and passana. V means various, that is, the three characteristics: transiency, unsatisfactoriness, non-self. Transiency, unsatisfactoriness, and non-self. Passana means right understanding or realization by means of mindfulness of mentality and physicality. Right, Vipassana, understanding and or realization by means of mindfulness of mentality and physicality. Vipassana therefore means the direct realization of the three characteristics of mentality and physicality. Part 3. Note mindfully. Note attentively and precisely. Superficial noting may make your mind more distracted. Note the present, live in the present. If you are looking for something while practicing, the mind will be in the future. The fundamental principle is to observe whatever arises at the very moment it rises. Labeling is a friend of mindfulness when concentration is weak. If you do not label, you will tend to miss the object. Words are not essential, but are sometimes helpful, especially in the beginning. Unless it becomes a hindrance, do not drop labeling. It is important to note precisely every mental and physical process which need to be realized in their true nature. Labeling, right? It's a friend of mindfulness. So I read this one. So I'll just go for the part 5. Walking meditation. Take the walking meditation seriously. By merely doing walking meditation, one can reach arahantship. Take the Venerable Subhadda, the last Arahant disciple of the Buddha, as an example. Bring your attention to the foot during walking meditation. Note the movement with sharp awareness. At the beginning, note the step in one part only. Mentally note right and left. At the beginning, note the step in one part only. Mentally note right and left. Do not close your eyes, but keep them half closed, looking ahead about 4 to 5 feet. Do not bend the head too low. This will cause tension and dizziness in a short time. Do not look at your feet. Your mind will get distracted. When you follow the movement of the foot, you must not lift the feet too high. The objects to be noted are increased gradually. That is, the number of parts of a step that are observed is gradually increased. Later one may watch the step in one part about 10 minutes, followed by 3 parts lifting, pushing, lowering. Finally, it may be further increased to intending, lifting, pushing, lowering, touching, pressing. Please consider this. Within 1 hour of walking meditation, the mind is sure to wander off quite a few times. You must not look around here and there during walking meditation. You have had and will have many years to look around. If you do so during the retreat, you say goodbye to concentration. Take note of the desire to look around. The wandering eye is a very difficult problem for a yogi. At least 5 to 6 hours each of walking and sitting meditation per day is recommended. 6 hours. Part 6. Mindfulness of daily activities. Mindfulness meditation is Buddha's way of life. Awareness of daily activities is the life of a yogi. Once the yogi fails to observe an activity, he loses his life. That is, he is not a yogi, because he is devoid of sati, samadhi, and panna. Be mindful of each and every daily activity. If you cannot be mindful of daily activities, do not expect progress. Not noting daily activities leads to wide gaps of non-mindfulness. Continuity is needed to carry mindfulness forward from one moment to the next. The faculty of mindfulness, satindriya, of a yogi involves constant and uninterrupted mindfulness for the whole day. Constant and uninterrupted mindfulness gives rise to deep concentration. Only with deep concentration can one realize the intrinsic nature of mental and physical phenomena, which leads one to the creation of dukkha. Constant. I was distracted. Not noting daily activities leads to wide gaps of non-mindfulness. Continuity is needed to carry mindfulness forward from one moment to the next. The faculty of mindfulness, satindriya, of a yogi involves constant and uninterrupted mindfulness for the whole day. Constant and uninterrupted mindfulness gives rise to deep concentration. Only with deep concentration can one realize the intrinsic nature of mental and physical phenomenon, which leads one to the cessation of dukkha. Only with deep concentration can one realize the intrinsic nature of mental and physical phenomenon, which leads one to the cessation of dukkha. There are many new things to discover every day if you have constant and uninterrupted mindfulness. During a retreat, all you have to do is to be mindful. You need not hurry. The Venerable Maharshi Sayadaw compared a meditator to a sick person who moves about very slowly. Doing things extremely slowly makes your mind concentrated. If you intend to achieve something in your meditation, you must get accustomed to slowing down. When a fan is turning fast, you cannot see it as it really is. If it is turning slowly, then you can do so. So you will have to slow down to be able to see clearly the mental and physical processes as they really are. When you are surrounded by people who are doing things in a rush, you must be oblivious to the surroundings and energetically note any mental or physical activity. You must be oblivious to the surroundings and energetically note any mental or physical activity. Talking is a greater danger to the progress of insight. 5 minutes talk can wreck a yogi's concentration for the whole day. To not read, recite, or recollect. They are hindrances to your meditation progress. Hmm. To not recollect. Interesting. To not read, to not recite. Pain and patience. Pain is the friend of meditator. Do not evade it. It can lead you to nibbana. Pain does not have to inform you of its coming. It may not disappear. If it does, you may cry over it, for your friend has gone away. Some yogis even induce pain by folding their legs beneath them. Pain is observed not to make it go away, but to realize its true nature. Pain is the key of the door to nibbana. When concentration is good, pain is not a problem. It is a natural process, no different from rising, falling. If you observe it attentively, the mind will be absorbed in it and discover its true nature. When pain comes, it is noted directly, but ignored only if it becomes overly persistent. It can be overcome by deep concentration, which is brought about by continuous mindfulness. If there is intense pain while walking, one should stop occasionally and take note of it. Patience leads to nibbana. Impatience leads to hell. Be patient with anything and everything that stimulates your mind. Who said anything is enjoyable? Interesting. Pain is your friend, right? 8. Noting mental and emotional states. If you note any mental or emotional state, it must be done somewhat quickly, energetically, and precisely, so that the noting mind is continuous and becomes powerful. The thinking will stop by itself. Note the thoughts quickly as if you are hitting them with a stick. Thinking, 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 or sleepy, 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 or happy, 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 or sad, sad, sad. Not slowly as thinking, thinking, or sleepy, sleepy. Unless you can note the wandering thought, you do not have a OPE of concentrating the mind. What is OPE? If your mind is still wandering, it just means that you still do not note energetically enough. This ability is indispensable. Oh, you do not have a hope, I think, hope. If you are aware of the content of the thought, it will tend to go on. If you are aware of the thought itself, then thinking will cease. Do not be attached to thinking and theory. Insight comes with deep concentration, but logical or philosophical thinking comes with shallow concentration. Insight comes with deep concentration, but logical or philosophical thinking comes with shallow concentration. Eagerness and worry about getting concentration can cause distraction. Drowsiness can be overcome by putting in more effort. Labeling activities to be noted also helps. Curiosity and expectation definitely delay your progress. If they arise, do not dwell on them, give them sharp awareness. Note sleepiness energetically by doing it in quick repetition. If you want to achieve something in your meditation, you will have to put more effort into yogi practice. Actually, the energy to note is always there. The trouble is you are reluctant to use it. The mental attitude is very important. Don't be pessimistic. If you are optimistic, you offer yourself opportunity. Then there is a satisfaction in every situation, and you will also have less distraction. If a yogi wakes up at 3 a.m., he must get up to meditate. He should not wait until 4 a.m. That is not the right attitude. If you are sleepy on waking up, get up and walk. Otherwise, you will enjoy sleeping. In the retreat, yogis were scheduled to wake up at 4 a.m. If you are sleepy, walk quickly backwards and forwards in the sun. A human being has a great variety of strengths and the ability to do many things. We must strive, not try. If you put in enough effort, you can achieve the four paths and fruitions. 1 week of practice is just a learning process. Real practice begins only after that. Meditation is beyond time and space, so do not be caught up by them. We have 8, 9. Well, I'll just stop here. I'm getting bleary. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye. Part 9. The 5 faculties of a meditator. Pensindriya. A meditator must have these 5 faculties strong, powerful, sharpened, and balanced. They are Sadindriya, firm and strong faith based on right understanding. 2. Virindriya, strong and strenuous effort in the practice. Satindriya, sustained and uninterrupted mindfulness. Samadindriya, deep concentration. 5. Panindriya, penetrative wisdom and insight. These faculties must be balanced to attain insight. Faith or confidence must be balanced with wisdom, energy with concentration. Mindfulness need not be balanced with any other factor. It is the most important faculty that leads the other 4 to their goal. Interviews or reporting sessions. Daily, the yogi has to report to the meditation instructor to check on his practice. Having given a report of what he did and experienced during the day's meditation, the instructor will correct, give further instruction, or inspire him for further progress. As such, effective communication between them is of extreme importance. In the retreat, different times were given to each group to report to the Sayadaw. A yogi should not try to come in before their scheduled time unless he has a reason to. On the other hand, it should not be a factor that hinders his meditation. He may come later than scheduled. When waiting for your turn within the group, do not waste time. Sit down and be mindful till called. The next one should get ready beside the one being interviewed. Yogis should be considerate, especially when there are many other yogis waiting and time is precious. Be concise and to the point. Be concise and to the point. Be concise and to the point. Do not get excited, nervous, or afraid. Be composed and open. Speak clearly and audibly to complete sentences. Incomplete sentences. Do not swallow your words. Speak in a jumble or mutter. Do not wait for remarks. Only after you have narrated all your experiences will any remarks be made. Listen carefully to the instructions and follow them strictly and diligently. If in doubt, ask. When asked a question, answer it. Do not speak about something else. Report experiences, even though they may seem unimportant to you. Taking short notes immediately after meditation is helpful, but one should not make it a point to remember while meditating, as this will disturb concentration. Come and leave the reporting session mindfully. Interesting. Appendix 2, retreat timetable. So 4 a.m. wake up, walking, sitting, walking, breakfast, walking, sitting, walking, lunch, rest, sitting, walking, drinks served, walking, sitting, walking, Dharma lecture, sitting, private meditation. Compulsory group meditation sessions enforced in the later part of the retreat. Wow, so this is good. I should set my mind to it and persevere, and I need to strive to achieve enlightenment, to be completely mindful of my body and mind. Thank you, wisdomlibrary.org or dharma.com. I really appreciate your help and effort for our own enlightenment. Let's go together. Bye-bye.